Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Design. I remain your boy Lulua Mark, and we are back with the second part of our project. This is where we left our project in the first part, and we are continuing from here. What we did and what we learned in the first part of this project was how to set up your entire interface for Revit, how to start a Revit from scratch, setting it up, how to start the Revit, the architectural template, and setting up the wall right from the scratch, and how to do measurements, how to use these different tools. We learned a lot of shortcuts, and we are going to continue from where we left yesterday, meaning in the first part of this project. So today we're going to take it from here. We shall, I think, go to the first floor because we have done the ground floor. Maybe what we need to do from this ground floor is to just create a floor for it so that we can go to the second floor. Now today you're going to learn how to create a floor. So if you want to create a floor, you come to your architecture tab just here, and then you look for floor. We have a floor here. You click on this drop down, and you are going to select the first option which says the floor architecture. You click on that, and just the way you set up your wall, you come to this edit type, you click on it, you come and duplicate. You duplicate this, and then you can rename it the way you want. You remember how we renamed our wall. So we can say this is our ground floor like that. For me, I also want it to be 200 millimeters. Click OK. Then we shall edit the type from here. Not really editing the type, but this edit button, you click on it. From here, you will see the same structure that you saw during the wall editing. So from here, we are not going to create finish structure. We shall just use this one structure that we have. And here, I want the thickness to be 200 millimeters, just like that. And in the category, which is the material, you know how to change material. You click here, click on those dots, then it will open for us the material browser. Here we shall create a new material by doing this. Click on this, you create a new material, you right click, you rename it. We're going to say the ground floor, just like that. Then from the graphics, I don't think I need much from the graphics here. In the appearance, we shall click on this icon to open the asset browser, and here we're going to look for, let's say, tiles. We want tiles for our room. Then we have these options. I'll click on the flooring. Then there's carpet, there's stone, there's miscellaneous. So I will first try the carpets. These are the options of carpet we have. When you keep clicking on this button or icon, it will show you the kind of carpet you have. I don't know if you like any of these, but let's just pick any and go with that. Maybe this last one here, I'll go with this. So I'll just close this and click on apply, then OK. From here we shall click OK, apply, OK. Now we are ready to draw our flow. We have already set it, and you know we always use these methods. So I'll go with the pick line so that I can pick my lines. So I'll pick the interior sides of the wall. You are going to pick everywhere, just like that, like that, like that, like that. So now we're going to trim. You already know the trim tool, which is this, and the shortcut is TR. You click on it, you trim this and extend it to that. You trim this, extend it to this. You trim this and extend it to this. You trim this and extend it to this. So I think then you have to link this to that. you make sure they are completely linked, because if they are not linked, Revit will not accept. So once you think you have linked all of them, you can click on this tick to finish, and you'll see this blue flow all over. When you click outside, it will not appear, but when you come to your 3D, you'll see we have the flow on the ground. Now it has a flow. So from here we can place our doors and windows. I guess now we can do our openings. For openings, for example, doors, you just come to architecture, you look for doors, which is the second option after the wall. You click on it, it will give you these doors. These are default doors from Revit. You can choose to use them if you don't have any other option, but for your project to look nice, you can use libraries. You can download these doors from websites like Beam Objects. There's also BeamShare, there's Revit Library, we have a 3D Warehouse. All those websites have the components that you need for your Revit. So for me, I already have mine. What I'll do, I'll just say load family. Then from load family, I'll choose these doors that I've already downloaded. These are from 3D Warehouse, so you can also download from there as well. So I'll just select this wall, this door. This is an exterior door. After selecting it, it will load into Revit. Let's wait a little bit for it to load. Now now it has loaded. So just come, you go to your wall. It will only detect walls. If you're outside, it will not give you that active command. So when you reach a wall, it will detect that this is a wall, and you can now place your door on the wall just like that. So when I come to my 3D, you'll see that we have placed a door here. You see this? It gives us this door. Now you can let's first try and place all the doors, and then we shall come and change their settings later. So we are going to place another door. I'll also click on door. Instead of this, now I'm going to place interior doors. I'll just come to load family. I'll look for interior doors. So let me see what I can get. So interior doors, I guess this is a single door. So this is a single door. I'll just open it. In Revit, it will load. Wait for it to load. Then I'll use it for my interior rooms. So I think it has loaded. Now I can place here in the interior side. Then where else? I want to place it also here. I want to place it here. Then I want to place another one here. Then I'm going to place another one here, I guess. Then here, and also here, just like that. I think that's all for the doors. We have placed all of them, and I'm going to I need to create some privacy for this part of the room. What I'll do, I'll come to my align. I'll pick this line and extend it to this, so that this room is a little bit covered. And this door, we're going to change the dimension. So you click on the door, you come to edit type. From the edit type, you can see the width and the height. They are all here. So the width for the interior ones, I want it to be 900. You just click on apply. Okay, you see they will become a little bit smaller. So let me see if these ones have all changed. I believe they've all changed, because that's the same. We never duplicated. If you did duplicate, it will only change for one, but if you do it generally for all of them, it will change all their dimensions. just like that. And if you come to your 3D, you'll be able to see we placed doors there, interior doors are all there. So one thing you need to understand is all the exterior doors have to open outside and the interior doors have to open from inside. And then what we're going to do is we need to fix the head height. When you click on one door and you come to your property panel, you scroll down, you're going to see the head height of this door is 2.460, and we need to have a standard for that. So for me, I'll go with the 2.5. So if I want to make this 2.5, I'll come to, after selecting the door, I'll come to edit type, and then from here we are going to try to change the dimensions of the height. So here, this is the height. I want this height to go to 2.5. Let me see if this will work. But we have changed it to 2.5. Let us apply and say OK. Then we come back. You realize now here it has gone to 2.5 with some 10. That means we are going to remove this 10 from here. So I'll add the type. So it will have to be 2.490. 2.490, just like that. Click apply, you click OK. Now when you come here, you will see the head height is 2.5. So this head height is where the beam starts from, so they have to have the same head height for all the openings. So we shall go to the rest of the doors and make sure their head height is 2.5. So you click on this, you see this one is 2.1 something. So we shall edit type, we come to the height, come to the door height, it is here. So I guess we shall do 2.490 and see what we shall get. When we apply, click OK, and yes, it has gone to that. That means all these doors are now having the same head height. And let's go to windows. We are going to put our windows. Come to the ground floor. You are going to architecture. Then you come to windows. Click on the windows. And of course, if you don't have the library, you can still go with these windows library Revit gives you. But for me, I have the library. I'll come to load family. Then I'll look for the window I want to use. I have these windows. There are quite a number of them. There's even this, there's this. So I'll choose any of them. Let me try this. I think this is a window. I don't know, but it's not showing me if it is a window or not. There's this door, there's this door. Let me just go with this window. I'll open it. Looks to be a very huge one. So let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. It's loading. Now it is here. We can now start placing our windows. I'll place one window here. You realize when you reach the wall, it will show for you the line, I mean the measurements from both sides. So it can easily guide you that this window is in the middle of the wall. So we shall place that. We shall place maybe here. We need a window here. Yes, we need a window here. We need a window. This part, I am going to do something else for it because I am going to create if you saw our design, the whole of this area is going to be a curtain wall, so we don't need a window here. And then this one is also going to be a little bit open, but I think we need a window here. This window we are going to use, this side is going to be like a panel window. It will be a slit one from down up to up. Then we need the window this side. We need a window here. It is complaining, but that is okay. We are going to handle that later. We need windows for these rooms, these two rooms. We are going to change the dimensions of these windows. later on. I also need a window here. Now let us try to control the dimensions of these windows because they are really big. So I'll come and click on one window. I'll say edit type. This time I'm going to duplicate because I don't want them to change the dimension for all the windows. So I'll say smaller window, just like that. Then I want the width of these windows to be, the smaller ones will just be maybe 600. That is it. So when I click apply, I say okay, it will change. You see now these windows become really small and it can fit for our washroom. Now to change this one, you just click on it. Instead of going to edit type, you just you will click on this drop down. You look for the smaller one. You can search for smaller. You already created that name, so it is here. You just click on that. It will change it to the smaller window, just like that. Now we can do it for all the remaining rooms that are smaller, that need smaller windows, just like that. So where else do we need a smaller window? Also here, so I'll click on this drop down. We look for smaller window, just like that. Yes. So I guess we are done with the windows. Let's go to our 3D and see what we have. You see here we have placed the windows, and these are the smaller ones. They are slit and looking nice, just like that. Just like that. And then now I can come to the ground floor. I'll pick this smaller window. I'll say create similar. I'll just put it here because I want this one to have that kind of slit window, but we're going to also change the dimensions differently. And we're going to control the head height of this window. So when you come down here, you see it is 2.450 and we want it to be 2.5. All of the openings have to be 2.5. So we shall come to edit type. Then from the height, you see the height here, not quite from here. What we shall do, we shall control it from the height here. The still height is 800, but the head height will be 2.5. So we shall just change it from here to 2.5 and say apply. When we come to 3D, you realize the windows are now aligned with the walls, with the doors at the same head height level. Because this is the beam level, that means all the doors and the windows have to start from here going downward. And then what I want to do for this window is for our staircase. So I want to make its measurement a little bit different. I'll click on edit type. After selecting it, I'll duplicate it. I'll say this is a smaller window still, but for the stair area. So I'll just put that. Then I will try to change the height. The height, I want it to be almost the entire height of the wall, and our wall is 3.5. So I can say I want it maybe 3 meters high, and the width I'm going to also change it a little bit to 1000. Just like that. I'll apply. I'll say okay. Click on OK, and now you see here it's really high and it has gone up. So we need to change the head height here. This one here, its head height is not going to be like the head height of the rest, because it's a little bit of a design. And yeah, let's first of all put the head height at 3 meters high and see what we get. When we click apply, that's what we shall have. It will come all the way down. So I'll just take it up a little bit. We say 3.2, just like that. Apply. Now I think there I feel it is okay. So that's what I wanted for this part here. So you can try and play around with these things the way you want. So I guess this is it for our openings. We are done with the openings, and it is time to start creating the first floor up on top of this building. Make sure you always save your project before you lose it. Make sure you always save your project before you lose it. So what we are going to do, we shall also need to create a floor for this upper part. Now we are going to do a lot of the remaining work in the first floor. You come to your project browser, you double click on your first floor, you see it will show for you the ground floor. If you don't see your ground floor showing gray like this, you come to the properties, you come down, you in this underline, you make sure your range, the base level is ground floor, the range for the top level is first floor. For some people, you might find this one is none, and all these things will disappear, and you'll be wondering why you can't see your ground floor. But you need to put it at the ground floor so that you can have these walls showing, but they are grayed out and you can't select them from this level. They will only help you as what? As a reference line so that you can draw anything on them from above. So what we are going to do is to create a floor on this level so that we can start creating our walls. So you come to architecture, you go to floor, you're going to choose the first floor. I think we shall go with what we have already created. I don't want to repeat. So I'll come to pick line. I'll just pick the interior lines again. I'll pick the interior lines again, just like that. Just like that. Keep picking. So the same way we did for the ground floor. So now you can come to your trim tool, which is TR. You trim this, extend it to that. You trim this, extend it to this. You trim this, extend it to that. You trim this and extend it to this. So you can click OK to finish. There's a part that is missing. There's a part that is missing. It is this one. So you click on continue. You trim. You extend it to that, you can click OK. Now it has created the floor, and this floor is on the first floor. That's why Revit is not complaining. When you come to a 3D, you see that we have a floor here. We have a floor, but we have a problem also. A floor plus a problem. You realize we don't have access for this staircase. The staircase has been covered by the floor. That means we need to fix that. So you'll click on the floor from 3D. This time you select it from the 3D, not from the first floor. Then you click on edit boundary, which is up here. Then you go to your first floor. That's where you're going to do your editing. Now you need to remove, we are going to remove the stair from our selection. So you come to pick line. You will now pick the lines of the stair, just like that. Going to pick the lines of the stair, and we're going to pick the outer side of it, even here, then here, and then here. So you come to your trim to extend this to this. I think this one's okay. Then this one goes to this, and then this one goes to this. This one goes to that. Then this one goes to this. I think we're done there. So when you click OK, you realize now the stair area is open. When you come to your 3D, we have now created a space for the stair area. That means you can come all the way down, you enter from here. So that is how we have done it. Back to the first floor, we are going to start creating our walls for this floor. So you will come to architecture, you come to the wall, you say wall architecture, then you start creating your walls. So for me, I'll just start creating walls on top of these ones. I'll use them as a reference, just like that. I'll create walls all over, and then we shall start customizing them later to fit our purpose for the above area. Just like that, just like that, like that, like this. So you create them all over like that, like this. I want the exterior, I mean the first floor, to be really exactly like the ground floor. Everything is going to look like the same in the upper part of our house. So from here we shall keep creating. Now you can pick this, you say create similar. I'll just create a similar one here, just like that, just like that. Keep creating. Then of course this one here, this one here, this one here. Walls overlapping. I think we created 2 walls there, but we shall sort that. Create similar. Then this part here, I'm going to create one whole big block of walls here, just like that. Then this part here, I guess I will also just create this smaller one for us to see these walls well, because right now they almost look like what we have down. So you come to this visual style, you create, I'm going to click shaded, then I'll click on the graphics. I'll put, I think I want this one to be, let me see texture and see what, no, no texture, no texture, let's say realistic and see. The problem with the realistic is it is going to be a little bit heavier. So let's just go with shaded, apply, then shadow. Let's try and cast shadow and see what we shall have. But it's a lot now, it's really a lot. Then the lighting, I'll try and bring this, and then I'll take back the shadow, I'll bring this lighting here, I'll apply something like that, a little bit like that, so that we can see the difference of what we have down. Now you realize this one is not perfectly aligned to the down one, so you can come to your align tool, you click on this, you align it with this so that it can align well. Then align tool, I'll align this to also this so that it fits well. Let me see if this had, we already had a wall here, that's why it was complaining. So this one here, we shall align it from here to this, like that, so that it fits well. So when you enter this room, you have this access here, you move like this. This area is like a dead zone, it's like a foyer for you to make decisions. So you come here like this, this is going to be our living area upward. Then we have this bedroom and this big bedroom. So we have 2 bedrooms here for probably for the kids and the master. And what we just need up here is to give our openings, to create our openings, the doors and the windows. Now we don't need a door up here at the front because this is just the front. We shall need a door for the interior parts of the room. So we shall come to architecture, we are looking for doors, and the door we want is the smaller, this smaller one. So we shall place a door here, place a door here, shall also place a door here. we shall place another door here, and then another door here. What else? Where else? Another door here, just like that. I guess those enough. Probably we need the washroom for this big master bedroom. So we shall click on one wall. We say create similar, and we shall use the entire downer part here as a washroom, just like that. Then you click on this wall, you come to align, you click on this and align it with that so that it sits well. So this area is going to be a washroom for the master. So I'll click on this door, I'll say create similar using the CS, then I'll create a door here, just like that. And I will make sure these doors are aligning to each other. First of all, you click here, you make sure this wall is just 100 closer to the wall. This one is also 100 closer to the wall. This one is 100 closer to the wall. So like this, they will be able to align perfectly. Then this one's okay. These are showers for this room, and this is the common washroom. Let me bring this one 100 to this side. So this is going to be the family area. So just like that, we have finished our floor on the upper part. So when you come to a 3D, that's what you have. That's what you have. However, we need windows. So we're going to follow this downer convention to have these windows aligning perfectly on the same area. So we come to our first floor. We're going to start creating windows. Realize this is a window. So you click on architecture, you go to windows, then we're going with the bigger one, not the smaller one. A bigger window, I guess, yeah. So we shall place one here, then we look for the bigger ones. We shall place another one here, then we shall place another one here. I think that is it for the bigger windows. Then we go and pick the smaller windows. You come to architecture, window, you click on this drop down. We are going for the smaller window. Then you place a window here. They have to align with the downer window so that they will create a nice looking interface. Where else do we have another one here? Now we need to zoom and see if they are really aligning. So I am going to click on anything, any component, so that I can have my align tool active here. I'll click on it. I want to align this one with that, like that. Then I'm going to see the down one. I'll align this one with the, let me see. No, we made an error there. So we shall pick this and that. They have aligned, I guess. When you come to a 3D, we shall be able to see what we have. We see this is aligning with that. Then these ones are also aligning well. Then down here, these ones are also aligning. This side, they're also aligning. So this is, then we need this. We're going to also do the same for the upper part. So when you come to our first floor, you come here. We're going to just go to architecture, windows, then we look for our smaller window, which is for the stair. Then we place it where this other one is, just like that. Just like that. So when you come to your 3D, that's what you have. But of course you need it down. So here you remember we said the head height will be 3.2. So we shall copy this. We click on the upper window. We shall also make the head height 3.2, just like that. You see it has sat there perfectly. So this one looks okay for me because this can also make this side of the interface really look nice. I like that. So what else are we going to do? What else do we need to do? So let's see. I hope these ones are aligned. These ones look okay. They look okay. I feel this one is a little bit isolated here. This door, the exterior door. However, we don't have any reason to put a door outside here because we are not going outside here anytime soon. So what we are going to do, we shall create a roof. Right? We are going to create a roof for our house. I want us to go a little bit faster because I don't want you to overwaste a lot of time in this project. However, we are going to create the roof. Then after the roof, we shall start our facading. So let's start our roof. Before we start our roof, I want to also create a floor for this upper part. So we shall go to our project browser and we shall open the roof plan. When you open the roof plan, this is what you see. Then when you come to your properties, you realize, let me see what we have. You realize this base range. Remember what we did for how we got the base range for the first floor. I'm also seeing here the roof baseline is, this baseline is showing none. But want the baseline to show the first floor, just like this, so that it can give us the reference to create our roof very well. So the roof we're going to create is a flat roof really. It's going to be a flat roof. So I think we should create a lean-to roof because a flat roof, we're going to create a lean-to roof that will pour water that side towards the end of the house. So what you do, you come to your architecture, you look for roof, then you click on this drop down. There is roof by footprint, roof by extrusion, roof by face, soffit. All these ones are components of a roof. So you click on roof by footprint. Then we shall use the same method here. We shall pick line. Then we pick these lines. Pick these lines the same way we pick lines for our floor and all those other things. This is the same way we're going to pick line for the roof. Just like that. Just like that. Everywhere you pick lines. Pick this one. Now we're going to trim and extend. You come to a TR, then you start trimming. You're going to look for where to trim. This one has to go. This one has to go. And then where else? Where else? Where else? Looks like it's okay. Now, if I finish this, I want to show you something. When I finish this, we have a problem here. Okay. So we're going to trim this and extend it to that. If I finish this, you make sure you always click don't attach, because if you attach this, it will bring all the walls to the roof. But that's not what we want to do. So I will say don't attach. Then you come to your 3D. This is the kind of roof you will see. You see the roof it has created for us. It has created this roof is called it's a hipped roof. It's a hipped roof, but we want to achieve a lean-to roof, or a roof that almost looks flat, but it's hidden. But it's not a flat roof. It's a lean-to roof. So you click on this roof. First of all, you need to edit the type because the roof is so huge and it has so many components that you may not need. So we shall duplicate it and say our roof, just like that. Then we edit from here. Now this roof is having 400 thickness, which is really abnormal for a roof. So I'll just put here 15 millimeters, and in the material, let's look for material for the roof. So let's look for let's say steel, I don't know, it is steel. We have metal, stainless steel. Anyway, let's search for roof. First of all, we search for roof and see what they will have for us. These are the roof materials that we have. So now when you look at these things from here, they may not give you the exact things you want to get. There's a roof tile. So what I'll do, I'll just create a new material. You click on the create new material icon, you rename it roof, just like that. And then from the graphics, I'll make it a little bit, I want something that looks like blue, but a little bit dark, really dark. I'll say okay. And then from the appearance, we shall open the project browser with this icon. Then we shall search for roof from here. This one has more options than what we have. And then here, when you click on roofing, you see all these options that we get. So we're looking for something that's a little bit blue. Something that is a little bit blue. Let's see this what we have. These ones. Let me click on this. This one is a little bit blue. Yes, I think I will go with this. I'll just close this. I'll apply. I'll say okay. Then I'll click OK from here. I'll apply and OK. You see now the roof has become a little bit thinner, but still it is a hefty roof. So you click on it again. You are going to edit footprint from here. See this edit to footprint. You click on it. Then you go to your roof level. This is where we're going to now change the angles or the degrees for the roof slope. So I'll click on one. You see it will give us this angle. So we don't want this part to slope. So we shall uncheck this slope from here. You say define slope. You uncheck it like that. We shall do it for all these other ones. You keep unchecking the slope like this. You uncheck almost all of them, just like that. You have to keep unchecking. You uncheck, you uncheck, you uncheck, and then this side you uncheck. For now, let us leave only this, and when you click on it, we are going to change the degree to just 5. Just to slope by 5 degrees. So when you click OK, make sure you don't attach, just like that. When you come to a 3D, this is what you will see. You see that everything is sloping that side at an angle of 5 degrees. So that is what we want to achieve. I can even bring it much down. I can reduce the angle a little bit, maybe to 3 degrees, but I think 5 is okay. Now, here what we need to do is to create what we call parapet walls. Those parapet walls are going to make this roof a little bit hidden. So you can create your parapet walls from the roof level here. So you can click on a wall. You just come to architecture, you select the wall, and we're going to create our parapet wall. Let's create one wall. For example, here, there. Parapet walls are not supposed to be really too high. When you come to a 3D, you see this wall is 3.5. So let's try a height. You come to your unconnected, you click on this in the property panels. Let's say 600 and see if it can hide the roof. 600 cannot hide the roof. That means we shall need let's say 1000. It still can't hide the roof. That means this roof, maybe the angle we gave is still high. So let's edit the footprint. After selecting the roof, we come to the roof. Let's see what we have here. It is still 5 degrees, which I think is not bad. So we shall only have to increase the height of our parapet wall. Let's do 1.5, 1.2, like that. Now this one has now gone past the roof, so I guess this is okay now. We shall go with this. So when you come to your roof level, we have a wall here. We can now create similar. So I'll create another one here, like that, another one here, all around the house. That's what we shall do. Going to create a wall all around the house. We shall align it later. For now, I'll just keep drawing like this. So keep drawing there, just like that, like this, like that, like this. So we have drawn walls all over. When you come to a 3D, that's what you have. The roof is no longer seen. You can't see the roof from here. If you're just standing outside, you can't see the roof. It looks to be hidden. But we need to now align these walls so that they are sitting perfectly well. So you click on one wall like that. I'll go to the align tool. I'll align this one with this. Let's see where we need to also align. Let's see where we need to align. I'll align this with that, just like that. Let's keep looking. I'll align this with that, just like that. Where else? Where else? I think the rest okay. Yeah, the rest okay. The rest are perfectly fine. So in the 3D, that's what we have. Have you seen that our house is almost ready? Really, this part here, the roof is almost leaving this wall. The roof is almost leaving this wall, but it's okay. So this is what we have. However, I want to create an opening here so that we can have this door matching with what we have up here. So we're going to put a window here that will almost look, it's either going to be a window or it shall even be a curtain wall, so that this one may look like this door. So let me see what we have. The first floor, this is it. Then for now, I think we're going to put a window here, but later we shall change it to a curtain wall. Or we shall just put a door for now. So use this. If you want to use a component that you already have in your project, you just click on it. You say create similar. Then you can come to the level where you want to place it. For me, it's the first floor. I'm going to place it here, just like that. When you come to your 3D, you see that's what we have. For now, I've just placed this as a placeholder, but I will come and change when we're doing a facade. We shall be able to change this to a curtain wall because we don't want a door here. This door is leading us to nowhere. We don't have balcony. The house is really closed up, so there's no balcony. We can't have a door up here. So let's see what we are going to do now. So we have created all our doors, windows, and in fact we have finished the entire building, but we need to now furnish the rooms. We need to furnish the rooms. We are going to place components for the first floor, I mean for the ground. Yeah, the ground floor. So for you to place components, you come to your architecture, then in the components, you come here, you say place components. Just like that, it will give you the options to place components. And again, these components, you can get them from the Revit file that you download from the website. I told you before, the websites include Beam Object, 3D Warehouse, Beam Share, Revit Library, and so many others. You can get these components from there. But for me, I have already downloaded, so what I'll do, I'll just come to load family and I can search for the components I want. Now for my case, I already know the folder where I've kept mine. I'll come to my browser, just like that. I'll go to the Revit library. I can search for components. Let's start with the seat. I'll search for seat. So it will give me these options for sitting. Then I think I can just open any of them. I say open file location. So we have settings here. I'll make sure I can see them well. We have these chairs. However, these are not the chairs I want. These are not the chairs I want. I'm looking for this table. We have these tables. Now for now, I can pick this set for the dining. For now, you can double click on it. It will open in Revit, or you can just pick and drop it in Revit. Better still, you can go to Revit and look for it from this library. So I'll just double click on this. For now, let me close this one here. I'll come to my browser, I'll double click on it. And when it gives you this option, you say upgrade the model. Click on upgrade the model. It will load it to your family. Just like that. It will bring them here. Now from here, you can just click on this load into project. Click on this load into project. It will load it into the project where you are working. So this is our dining. For you to change the orientation of this, you can use your space bar just like that. It will change the orientation of your objects. So when I click on this, it will place it there. Now you realize, let's save the project. It is saving. For now, delete this measurement. So this set of dining table has only 4 chairs, but I want 6 chairs. How do you get that? After selecting it, you come to this, you click on the drop down in the properties. You are going to see another option for 6 seats. So when you click that, it will place 2 more seats, and you will have 6 seats here. Even delete this dimension. I think the orientation should be like that. If you want to change this, you just highlight, you select it and tap on the space bar. It will change the orientation. So this is our dining area. Let's look for the kitchen. I'll go back. I'll go back. I'll go back. I'll go back. Then I'll look for kitchen. Kitchen layout. I'll see what they give us. Kitchen layout is kitchen stuff, domestic kitchen. Let me see. We have some kitchen layouts here. Kitchen medium, kitchen small. Let me just open file location. Then I want to see this in 3D. Let's try and open this. We double click upgrade model. Then it is going to open in Revit. So from here, I want to load it into project, and the project is how I build this house in 3D. Click OK and see what we have. We have this kitchen. It's really small, and this is too small for me. My space is a lot, so I'll delete it. I don't want that. I want a bigger one. So this is really how you have to sometimes to look for these things, but it's worth it. So you need to go with what can fit in your project. Let me see if I have any kitchen components here. There are bigger ones here. I'm seeing an island here. So let's try this. Oh yeah, for now let's just try this upgrade model. We upgrade the model, it's loading into the project. Let's see what we have. Now it is there. I will remove this one from our project. We tend to have so many components open here. So now this is the kitchen I want to use. I'll just load it into project. Then we shall have our kitchen here. You can see how big it is. This one fits well with my measurement. So now the kitchen is there. Then I think now bring this dining a little bit here. You see that? That's what we get. However, you can edit this. If you think the space it is taken is too much, you can also edit that. You can bring this side. You can change a lot of things here. You click on it, you come to edit family. It will open up here like this. You'll have to select all these. You edit them manually, but that's a lot of work to do. So I'll leave that one for you to explore. You need to explore. So for the kitchen, I think we're done. Maybe we need the living room. I don't know what we are going to search for the living room. For the living room, let's just say living. Let's try and just do that and see what you can see. Oh, for the lounge, the lounge. I still can't see the chairs we need. Let us say sit or chair. Let's look for chair. Going to look for chairs. Okay, sit. We're going for sit again. This time, I don't know. I think I opened this one. This one has 21. I'm going with the first option and see. Open file location. This is the same that we picked before. So I'll come back. I'll open this second option. Open file location. Then I want them to be large. I'll come and open this. There are very few of them. Very few. I'm going to use this. I'll just open this. Upgrade model. So we shall just load it into project. Then we shall place it where we want it to be. So now we shall change the orientation like that. I'll place one here, then change the orientation. I'll place another one here. Can even place another one here. Then I can change this. I place another one here because it's still active. That's why I keep placing. Sorry about that. I don't want the orientation to change. So I'll have that place there. Just like that, we have, let me delete this line. We have all these 6. I'm going to delete this. Just like that, you can now move it anywhere you want. Just like that. Then you can align with your line tool. I'll align this with that, with this, like that. And then maybe also try and align this with that, just like that, so that they sit perfectly well. So we have these chairs. I don't think we need that. I'll remove this. I think I'll remove that. Or else we even need these ones there instead of them being here. So I can mirror this. When you highlight on something and you want to create a similar on the other side, looking facing each other, and they are the same components, you can use this mirror. Then I'll say use mirror axis. I'll just draw an axis line like here. Then it will mirror these components the way I want them to be. So like that, you can bring it here, just like that. So this part here, let's see, let me try and bring it closer. I think I'll remove this. I want these ones to face each other, just like that. Then let's see, but I want them to also arrange with this. I want this part of the dining to look like they are in line with these chairs. So I'll click on this with the, after selecting the line tool, I'll click on this edge of the dining table, then I'll align it with that and with this, just like that. So this is how you can arrange your things, your components in the room. So we shall place our TV around here. Let's close this model. So we need the TV to sit here for these people to enjoy life. So we shall look for TV. Let's come and look for TV here. Then we are searching for TV, just like that. And let's look for the kind of TV these people have for us. Let me open this, open file location and see what we have. I don't know where it has gone. So I'll open this, I'll double click on this, upgrade model. I'll upgrade the model and this is what we shall get. For now, just go with this. But it seems this one needs a stand down, so it may not be the best option for us. It needs a stand down. So which other TV we have? Do we have another option here? I can't see a better option here. Well, I can't see a better option here. That's how sometimes this can be. TV stand. Let's look for stand and see what they will have. Let's say TV again, television. They've given us some options here, but they don't all look quite. They're not so close to what I want to have. Let's see these ones. TV stand. Let me open this and see. Open file location. We have this TV stand. I guess I'll just now use this TV stand and then I'll get a real TV screen and place it on. So I'll just open it, upgrade model. This is where we are actually going to stop. We shall stop with the TV stand. So I'll just load this into project and place it here. I want it to be here. So placing it here and then we shall just now get a TV screen, which is this. So I'll upgrade it to model. So I'll just now place it on that table. So we load it into project. The project is that, okay. So now place it on this table, just like that. You change the orientation with the space bar. I remember that. However, this TV is sitting, it's sitting inside. The elevations will be around, let's say 500, even 600 above, just like that. Right now, you can't see these things in the 3D because we have finished our house and everywhere is closed. But there's a way I'll show you how to see these components. And let's close this. We shall do that in the next part of this project because we have done a lot here. It may not be good if we keep pumping you with a lot more. You will forget everything you have learned. So this is where we're going to stop for today. See you again in the next part of this project. Thank you.